Welcome, I'm Petra. We're going to talk about, is the divine masculine doing the work? Because I am, and that is unfair. 3 answers and 1 bonus. So yeah, this is really about the question like, I'm the divine feminine. This happens a lot in that kind of um, way of relating, that the divine feminine asks that question about the divine masculine. That's why I say it like that. But of course, it could also be the other way around. The divine feminine feels like I'm doing all this inner work. I'm even investing money in it. I'm investing time in it. And I'm just having all these battles with my way of relating and to change that and to go to inner peace where the battles are no more, and it just takes so much of me, and they're not doing anything. Why is that? Why do I have the impression that they don't go to therapy, they don't go to spiritual workers, they don't invest their money in changing their attachment story, they don't go to spiritual healing? Isn't that incredibly unfair? Because we may get this union out of my work, but then I have like this lame kind of twin flame, divine masculine kind of twin flame that is like hanging around depending on my inner work. Isn't that incredibly unfair? So I thought about that. If that is really the correct way of seeing it, if that is what that is. And I came up with 3 answers to this question. So let's get into it. So the first answer is, this is going to be a little bit confrontational, but these videos, I think they will confront people now and then because, that's what these answers do, and that is actually what will heal you into the right place. So yeah, I try to be mild about it, but it can sometimes be confrontational. Well, there we go. You are still in conditional love. This will never make twin flame union come true like that. Yeah, because twin flame union is about unconditional love, and unconditional love is about divine love. It is about the love that we are. We already are that. And now it is going to express itself in our lives as a divine marriage. So that is truly profound. And when you are having that question in yourself, like, is the divine masculine doing the work even? Because I am, and that is unfair. Then you are not in unconditional love. You are not in that divine love that you already are. Because now you're placing conditions on what you're doing, what you're contributing. You're placing conditions on the love that you are uncovering in yourself. I'm not going to uncover more love in myself if they're not doing the same. Come on. So that is a condition. Unless they are doing the same, they are also uncovering divine love in themselves. And it looks like how I want that to look. They are also going to go to twin flame healers. They're also going to invest money and time in it, just like I do. Only then I will uncover more love in myself, divine love. That is conditional, and you are just making a whole mess of it. You're just making conditions for your quest of unconditional love, and that is not something that works. So that's also a little bit funny. So let's see the lightness of that. Let's see it in a light way and just say, okay, that doesn't work. My twin flame union is something that only comes to bloom and to materialization in my 3D daily life when I am in unconditional love. So yeah, that would indeed mean that you unconditionally invest in support, in the right tools, in the time you spend doing the inner work, in so many things, in finding the right teacher and the right community to do this work so that it will be successful. because this community has the inner alignment with source in the right way for harmonious twin flame union. Yes, you do that all because you desire that, and it's unconditional. And this will give you the shift that you need for your success. That's what I experienced. This is truly what I feel that it is for others also. This change will make the difference for you. When you can change yourself towards doing all of that, all these investments, all the inner work, only because you want to do it, because you do it, because that's your unconditional commitment to the process, to your higher self, to your divine self, to everything that you are and that you essentially already are, and that you can become in the real 3D material world when you fulfill it. And you do that entirely for its own sake. This will be the true change that will make it happen for you. So this may ask some real honesty with yourself and meditating on why you are doing this stuff. I had that too, you know. For instance, for me, it was like, but only I want to have only this twin flame union in a material world when it will give me the child that I desire. And, you know, I got a little bit older and it was like, but will it still work? So that was like, for instance, an outside circumstance that taught me to choose unconditionally, because what I could do was potentially go in the conditional world and say, all right, that's all fine and dandy, but I'm going to go off and find someone that will want to have that child with me. And that's all I want. And then I have this material idea about the child, and the child materializes itself, and you know, biology does its work or not. And but you can go that route for that reason, and you know, then I have those conditions met for me. But then you totally distrust the journey. You distrust that souls that choose you as their parent will come to you in any way, and they will come to you anyway, and in any way they find fit to come to you. So, you know, and these kinds of hiccups in your journey actually point you towards that you can surrender deeper towards unconditional divine love and trust that, and trust that process. So I chose to go deeper with this process and this process only, no matter what. And then understanding that it still will be made come true if this is the truth for me, no matter what. And that just asks you to let go of so many hooks you're still holding on to and safeguards you're still holding tight. So this is how some sort of situations can help you to let go and surrender into the divine unconditional love. So if these situations arrive, and that could even be this question about which this whole video is, and this question comes up and it asks you to let that go, to surrender. So this is your chance to go deeper in a yet unknown way so that you will make it come true. The second answer is you should do the work because you are called to in your core self, which in essence you share. You are one. So this question is incorrect. Yeah, how about that? You ask this question as a divine feminine to the divine masculine, or the other way around, but this just happens a lot in this order. And you forgo that you are actually one at the core. So when you think about that, would it even be possible to have this question be truth? The question, is the divine masculine doing the inner work? Because I am, and that is unfair if they're not. Is that even a correct question? Because if you are one at the core, this question can't exist because you are them and they are you. So let's say you are doing the inner work and you are one. That's what you are. That's a fact. So are they doing the inner work? Yes, because you are. Because you are one. So let's say you are doing the inner work and you're investing in it and you have time and money and whatnot. And they are not. So is the divine masculine doing the work? Yes, they are, because you are one. So it doesn't matter because you are part of that oneness that you are together and you are doing the inner work. So you both are doing the inner work because you do. So this may sound really like a Zen riddle, and I'm very aware of that. And for me, it took some years of doing the inner work to actually embody the reality of this sounds like a Zen riddle kind of thing, an idea. And now I embody that completely, and it feels indeed true. But in the beginning, when you hear something like this, it can sound quite strange and weird and crazy even, and as if your mind is being ripped apart by like, what? But yes, follow the journey, and you will one day feel that that is indeed the truth. And you will embody that that is the truth. So trust also that direction, that you will find out that this we are one is quite literal in your experiential field and in your divine mind that you inhabit together. You are one, so this question is incorrect. Yeah. You do it because you are called to do it in your core self. And you share that core self. You come from, yes, an invisible, but actual soul blueprint that we may call a spirit. And from that light that is that spirit come two expressions in the physical. And that's them and you. So yes, in the very invisible, seemingly ungraspable, but still true core of what you are, in truth, you are one. So doing the inner work is trying to connect yourself to that place. That's even what inner work is. Inner work means that you are trying to connect yourself to that core, that invisible essence that you are and that you share. The inner work is meant to manifest that invisible spirit in the flesh and start to do it from very small, from a hint of that to bigger and bigger and bigger, more and more and more. So that's also what inner work is meant to be. And inner work, in that sense, distinguishes itself from, for instance, psychological work only. Although inner work also holds psychology in it, and you get a lot of psychological insight through doing it. Oh, incredibly much. It's beautiful. But it is different because it's trying to connect you back, heal you back into your original soul core at the spirit level that you share with your true twin flame. And the third answer to the question, is the divine masculine doing the work because I am and that is unfair, is your perception is off. They do the work, although it may look different than you think it should. Maybe it expresses more like changing money and work to make things possible, while you express it more in shedding the tears to go in relationship. And also, deep changes do not necessarily go with dramatic emotional visuals. So that is the third answer to this question. Your perception may be off. Maybe you think that the way you do it is the way. Maybe you believe that only your expression of how that looks doing inner work is correct, but you are wrong. They do it in a different way. They do it in their own way. They do it maybe silently, late at night, or continually by getting small insights. Maybe they make a walk. Maybe they take some time off work. Maybe they even do something like they start to work. They start to change things with money. They start to arrange material life differently. So that can be different from when you, for instance, if it expresses like this for you, are a divine feminine that sheds a lot of tears because of the relationship and the relational problems that you encounter in yourself and in your shared space and in your background and in who knows what. That can feel or look like more dramatic, perhaps, more like, oh, something's changing. Maybe you are doing inner work by doing the key exercise, which we cordially advise you to do. And we share what that is, just like that, for you to take in our Facebook group that you are invited to join. And in that group, we have files to download. We have the hashtag key and the hashtag key of the day. And when you click on that, you get a whole collection of articles about that inner work tool key. We have a monthly workshop about how that works, to which you are invited. And it's just like that. It will be given to you. It is on a donation base if you want to. Key is what we call doing the inner work, which essentially is loving yourself. Loving yourself until you feel peaceful in the spiritual depth of who you are. Not only an outer superficial peace, but a profound peace. Maybe you do it with Key. Maybe you do it by investing in working with a coach, like you can do with us. You can work with me or with Brittany. Can be on the internet. We can meet. We advise to do that 4 times a month, actually, once a week. And maybe for them it looks different. Maybe for them it looks like, well, as I said, making a walk in the woods, playing basketball, running. You don't know. But you can come to know when you get to know them better, right? So it really helps if you are in that unconditional space, and you might be surprised what you're finding out, that this assumption that the divine masculine is not doing the work is even false. So I do have one bonus answer to this question, and that can be a little bit of a damper on the fun, but it needs to be said. It is possible they are not your twin flame. You can come to know if that is true or not when you start to follow the journey and commit to it and invest in it and go deeper. And that is possible here with us. So if you want that, you are very welcome. We have lots of options. Some of them are in the description box below. And yes, a great place to start is in our Facebook community, what I said. And the link towards that is also in the description below. And when you really commit to this journey, you will get to know the truth about that. And that is what we all want to know. Are they my true twin flame? And if they are, it is beautiful to go the journey deeper, because then you come in this inner harmony that is the state of being of harmonious union that it is really all about. And if they're not, that is also beautiful, because they are representing your most profound lesson. When that is learned, you will know how to get into the true union, because that's what that lesson brings you, quite literally. So they might not be your true twin flame, but nothing is lost, and you can go the journey until the end and be in this harmonious twin flame union that you actually desire. So to make that come true, even though I've already told you an incredible amount of options that you can take to come and join us in our Facebook group and work with us if you want to, etc., I actually also have made a starter kit. And this is about your true twin flame. And because it is very valuable, and value is also money, money has value. And because your true twin flame and you also share a mission that you can make your soul money with, it is about soul money and twin flames together and how that works. And this starter kit will catapult you on the journey. I love that it is available for you just like that. And I will put that link as well as the description box below and also in the pinned comment. All right, I hope to see you real soon again in the next video in our Facebook group and all our other options. Bye-bye.